So look, I think it's fascinating, cannabis. It's, one of the very few things that has so many different ingredients in it, right? Like 400 to 500 different ingredients are in one cannabis strain, and it works on a system in the body that helps the entire body communicate. So from that theoretical basic science perspective, it could theoretically help any condition, because it's essentially attacking the master regulator of the body. So if your body's dysregulated, it doesn't matter if it's a cancer, if it's an immune condition, if it's anxiety, if it's insomnia. If you go to the top regulating system and you augment it properly, then anything could theoretically get better. The problem is that, we don't operate based on theoretical assumptions. We have to do the science. We have to do the research. We need to know which ingredients and which doses, and not all of it is going to be good. We do know that high THC use in certain populations increases certain mental health risks. And we know that smoking also has some side effects, such as bronchitis. Overall, I would say the risk-benefit profile of cannabis for the vast majority of patients and people in general is pretty good. But yeah, as evidence-based physicians in the Western world, we need to do the right science to be able to recommend it. And right now, unfortunately, because of the illegal status of cannabis for so many years and its scheduling as a level 1 drug, it's really prevented scientists and clinicians from accessing the drug to do the proper research. So right now we're playing a little bit of catch up, where the population is using cannabis for a whole host of medical conditions, of which maybe 3 or 4 have good science to back it up. And I would say that's chronic pain, MS spasticity, nausea and vomiting, and chemotherapy, and now epilepsy. I would say that those are 4 conditions we have good evidence for. But yeah, we don't have enough evidence to say it can help with depression, or it can help with anxiety, or it can help with certain types of cancers, despite the fact that people are using it in that capacity. So it's just really important to say, this is what we know, this is what we don't know, this is what we think could happen based on mechanisms, but we have to take those hypotheses and validate them through clinical research. So look, I'm super excited about cannabis. I think there's at least 10 conditions we will find in the next 5 years that cannabis can help with. And I know that there's a huge renaissance in research. And so we just have to try to do our best to look at cannabis objectively. Because the fact that we use it in a ritualistic manner, and it has a very interesting status for so many years, it adds a little bit of lust and allure to it, which is theoretically a placebo effect as well. So that alone kind of creates its own, medicinal value in and of itself. So we need to tease that out and understand what the plant can do all on its own.